Welcome to the Scarlet Report. In this video, I am going to analyze our preseason clash against Leeds United in Oslo, Norway, and I'm going to show you some amazing things. Now, before I get started, a lot of people think that preseason is just a waste of time. But actually, if you've been following this channel for about a year, or if you are new here, just let me tell you that last summer, as I've analyzed Manchester United's preseason games, especially the 4-0 win against Liverpool, I focused on patterns of play. And those same patterns and principles were the same things that we have seen throughout the season. In modern football, preseasons are not just for fitness, they're also labs where managers try new ideas that are later implemented in the season. This is what I'm gonna focus on in this video, and this is what I'm gonna show you. Now, without any further ado, let's analyze. Alright, so let's start with our first sequence. Now, this sequence shows quite a few good things, so let's pay attention to what's happening here. The first thing, of course, is Manchester United and the way they press from the front, the way they restrict the passing options of the opposition and the way they restrict their build-up play. As you can see, we're playing a man-marking system with Mount over here with an 8 and Hannibal over here with the 6, with Omar Forson focusing on the right back. By the way, this video analysis is going to be quite long, but there's so much good stuff that I want to show you, okay? So the ball comes in. As you can see, Leeds are restricted in the way they can build up from the back. They end up losing the ball, going long. Lisandro Martinez is covering over there. Now, that's the first good thing, that we restrict and we constrict the opposition in the build-up phase. Next, of course, is once we have the ball, what do we do with it? So here he turned towards Varane. Now, the other thing is that when we build up, the number 6 position here by the brilliant Kobbie Mainoo, amazing youngster, amazing wonder kid who has a very, very bright future, needs to make himself available. Look, he's making some really good subtle moves to make himself available, and here he's moving into this space that is empty. Lisandro Martinez towards Jadon Sancho, towards Kobbie Mainoo, and then he keeps the ball press resistant, very good dribbling. Now he tries something, I think that was the good thing to do, but Sancho did not follow through with the idea, so we are losing the ball. Now, what's important, the third amazing thing that I've seen in this sequence is, of course, how Manchester United press as a pack. Okay, so we see them here like a wolf pack trying to get the ball back, and we do get it right here with Omar Forson towards Wan-Bissaka and then Hannibal towards Mount. And here Mason Mount does something that so far in the Manchester United team from last season only Bruno Fernandes can do. And this is why, when I made my analysis of Mason Mount, I said that Manchester United are looking for a player who can bring pretty much the same qualities as Bruno Fernandes. And here Mason Mount plays a Hollywood pass, beautiful pass towards Amad Diallo over here, just cutting through the Leeds United defense, and that's a good opportunity for us. Hannibal could have and should have scored that beautiful chance. Now let's look again at Mason Mount. Very good debut for him, and he's really showing what a great asset he's going to be for us this season. Again, build-up phase for Leeds United. Now, as you can see, we are in a 4-1-4-1 kind of shape over here with the 4 midfielders. They get the ball. Now look at this. These 3 players right here, Wan-Bissaka, Hannibal, Mount, and Omar Forson, they are getting triggered because they know this player right here is going to get the ball. He will have to go towards this right-sided centre-back. So that's what he does. Look at Mason Mount, like a cheetah, pouncing on the opportunity, poor control. He gets the ball beautiful. He's one of the best in the world in this kind of play right here, Mason Mount. And then here a chip that could have been an amazing goal, an amazing introduction to the Manchester United faithful. But it wasn't meant to be. It doesn't matter. And here we're going to see Mason Mount in his capacity as a ball winner. Again, the ball in midfield. Now look at him. He identifies the opportunity, and then very clean tackle. Look at that, shoulder on shoulder, clean tackle. You don't give out a foul, and you get the ball. But what I like about this is, look at this. He's gonna do something that a player like Scott McTominay never does. Mason Mount is not only a hard worker, but he's also a player who has a better tactical understanding and better technical capabilities than players like Fred or Scott McTominay. So now he keeps the ball with one pass, quickly moving. So we don't give the opportunity to the opposition to regroup. And so these kind of subtle things over the course of next season and over the course of the 4 or 5 seasons that he's going to be at Manchester United are going to make a big difference in the way we play. Very good sign-in for us. Now again, Mason Mount over here is going to do something that only Bruno Fernandes is doing in Manchester United. I think Casemiro does it sometime. Varane has the ball. Mason Mount is over here. What is he going to do? Oh, he identifies the space behind the defensive line. Varane finds him. Beautiful pass. Typical play between Lisandro Martinez and Bruno Fernandes. Now we have it between Varane and Mason Mount. He was a tad offside. Actually, he wasn't really offside if there was VAR. But anyway, it didn't count. He missed that opportunity. But just the idea is there. Now we talked about Mason Mount. Let's talk about this boy right here, the wonder kid, Kobbie Mainoo. What an amazing performance from him in these 45 minutes in the FA Cup and League Cup last season, as well as in the FA Youth Cup. He's shown what he can do, and I think that he has a bright future under Erik ten Hag at Manchester United. Look at him again. Look, he is in very tight space. This kind of space, Fred, Scott McTominay never ask for the ball in these kind of situations because it's high risk. They hide. What Kobbie Mainoo does instead is he asks for the ball. He gets it. Look what he does. Look at this. You're not getting the ball from him. That's, by the way, those quick feet right there, reminiscent of Paul Pogba in his prime. And then gets the ball to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Very good. And then again, his ability to win the ball. Look at this. He's marking no one, but he's identifying opportunities, smelling where the danger is, and he identifies it. The ball is coming. I think that's Greenwood over there. He comes in, beautiful aggressive tackle, wins the ball back cleanly. No sliding tackle, no two-footed tackle from the back. He's not reckless. He's a smart player. Gets the ball and then launches an attack from Manchester United. And then now let's talk about another youngster who impressed me yesterday, and it's Hannibal Mjebri. What an amazing player, a player who plays with a lot of energy and a lot of heart. And here we're going to see it. We lose the ball. Kobbie Mainoo loses the ball in this corner. Counter-attack from Leeds United. Hannibal is over here. Look what he does. He follows through the action. Long busting run. He tries to identify where the danger is going to be. Now he identifies where the danger is going to be, and then he makes the right decision. Beautiful sliding tackle, clears the ball. Now let's see him again. This guy, by the way, Hannibal, was not playing a preseason friendly, but rather he was actually playing a Champions League final. Let's look at this. So the ball comes in towards his area, sniffs the danger, and then bam! Look at that tackle. Amazing. We win the ball back again. And then here again, he's an amazing player when it comes to pressing. An amazing pressing outlet, playing in that shadow striker kind of role. Now, you can't see his positioning because there was this announcement for our upcoming game against Lyon. But here you can see him following the number 6. And then he wins the ball. Unselfish. Gives it to Sancho. Sancho should have buried this. This should have been 1-0 United. It wasn't meant to be, but Hannibal, great play. Now, we're going to see him again in this play. He is with the number 6 over here, still follows through with the number 6 always. Now the ball comes in, he presses him, forces him to go back to the goalkeeper. Now he presses the goalkeeper, forcing him to go wide. But look at what he does. A lot of young players who press like headless chickens, just they want to show their enthusiasm but without really using their brains. Hannibal is smart. He knows that his main job is to occupy this position right here. So he comes back because he knows that in the build-up, Leeds United have to go through their number 6. And that's what they do. And then he's here, gets the ball and wins a free kick in a very good position for us. Very good play from Hannibal Mjebri. And so that was in the first half. Looking at our first team, if you may, beautiful performances from all of the players, but Mason Mount, Kobbie Mainoo and Hannibal really shone in my opinion. Now in the second half, that was a youth team that we've seen, and a lot of people would consider that as a waste of time. These are just youth players, it's just a warm-up game, it's a preseason game, nobody cares. But there are a few things that you need to keep in mind. Erik ten Hag has taken over the youth setup at Manchester United, which means he's trying to implement and solidify his principles of football at youth level so that he can actually create a much better, conveyor belt of talent at Manchester United. And Darren Fletcher, for example, his role as technical director is also to act as a liaison between the first team and the youth teams. And so here what we saw is a lot of principles of how Erik ten Hag wants to play applied by these youngsters. And the main guy is, of course, Kovar, the goalkeeper who has won the Czech League title with Sparta Prague this season. Amazing. Look at this. Great sweeping, keeping, ball playing goalkeeper player right here. He's under pressure by the Leeds player, unfazed. Passes to Reece Bennett, and then Manchester United get to keep the ball. Now, guys, I just want to clarify something. A lot of people send me comments telling me, oh, come on, don't talk about David De Gea like that. You got to respect him. Listen, I don't have a personal vendetta against David De Gea. It's just that Manchester United for the past few years have been playing without a modern goalkeeper. We've been missing that part of football tactics, and so now it's time for us to move on. David De Gea, his contract has expired. He's moving on to something new. We are moving on to something new. It doesn't change the fact that he's a legend with what he's contributed to the team, but it doesn't stop us from criticizing the areas where he was lacking, and those are areas, of course, that we need to improve on. Look at this sequence, for example, and imagine David De Gea in goal. Look at this. A throw-in for Manchester United. Marc Jurado, the Spanish right back, We keep the ball through him. The ball goes in. Now look at Leeds United with 6 players that are coming to press us heavily. Will Fish towards Kovar. Now look at what he does. Look at this. Look at this pass. David de Gea would never play this pass like this. Reece Bennett gets it, forcing this Leeds United player to put pressure on him, emptying Brandon Williams. He gets the ball, and then we can go and attack with Savage. Okay? And again, look at this. The ball played to Kovar. We've seen this pattern with David de Gea quite a few times. And then he plays this pass. Look at him. Casual. And then it's just the right decision, the right weight of the pass. And then Brandon Williams again can play it to Savage over here, and we get to keep the ball. Again, look at this. Comes to Kovar, plays the ball like this. Reece Bennett towards Dan Gore, who has been impressive for us again. And then we can go and attack. Everyone making themselves available to receive the pass. Short tire. There you go. Playing the ball to Mark Jurado. Jurado to the right to Noam Emran, another player who has been impressive for us. This could have been a great opportunity. We got a corner out of it. But again, it's the same principles that are applied. Now, in the first goal that, of course, we scored, Erik ten Hag's principles are applied. Mainly winning the ball based on the opposition's mistakes and then being ruthless and cutthroat and exposing those weaknesses by scoring a goal. The Leeds defender makes a mistake, heavy first touch, and then Isaac Hansen, beautiful quick feet, gets past him, beautiful timed pass towards Noam Emran, and then of course beautiful composed finished from the French winger. Beautiful. This kid is very good, really impressed me as well. Now the second goal, the Joe Hugel goal, also contains a few Erik ten Hag principles, mainly ball playing from the back. Look at Kovar. In Erik ten Hag's mind, in possession football in general, when a goalkeeper plays a long ball, it's not a long ball, it's not a clearance, it's a pass. That means it has to be accurate. Look at this pass by Kovar towards short tire. Beautiful. Short tire towards Hugel. We keep the ball. Isaac Hansen over here. Beautiful pass and move. Look, short tire making himself available. Receives the ball. Short tire towards Dan Gore. Look at that. And then play it towards Emran. Mark Jurado creating space. Emran uses him, dummy, and then Hugel, beautiful goal scorer, is available. Beautiful goal, reminding us how important a key number 9 is. This is the role that's going to be occupied by Højlund and Joe Hugel right here. If he continues to develop, I sure think that he can be a player who can provide this kind of threat in the box for us. Alright guys, so with these kind of videos, please don't look at preseason lightly. It's a lab that modern managers use in order for them to try out ideas that they're gonna use throughout the season. And in this game against Leeds, I've seen so many good things that can be applied throughout the season and that can make a difference for us. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Of course, as you can see, this is guerrilla content creation, me just walking around here in Mauritius with my gear like a crazy guy, finding spots where I can shoot my videos. So I hope that you've enjoyed it. If you did, please post a comment in the comment section below. Tell me, what do you think about the boys' performance against Leeds United? Who are the players who inspired you the most, as well as what are the things that you are expecting from next season? I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up and cheers.